Welcome back to Living Local. One mission of the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is to support local groups that make a difference here in the QCA. And its reach is a little bit bigger than you might actually think. So joining us here remotely today, we have the Executive Director of the Hispanic Chamber. We have Janessa Calderon. And then we also have Nick Salazar, the State Director from Lulac of Iowa, in this segment, which is sponsored by the Hispanic Chamber. So good to see you both.
Yes, thank you. Good to see you as well.
So good to talk with you. So we're going to go ahead and start with you, Janessa. I understand that you actually have some sad news that you want to share with us.
Yes, so today we join the community in great sadness. We ask that the Ontiveros family to accept our condolences on behalf of the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, for our proud founder, Bob Ontiveros, has recently passed away. Bob was a strong community leader. He was a kind-hearted person and a visionary. He shaped and changed our community to what it is today. And for his impact, it has forever changed the Quad Cities area and beyond. We are grateful to have been a part of his journey, and we will continue to work towards his dream of a world where there is equality in business.
That's a beautiful tribute there, and thank you so much for sharing that. Lovely picture here too, and he did so much great work in our community, and I think it's now up to us just to continue on that legacy of making a difference and making sure that there is equality and equity both as well. So tell us what the Hispanic Chamber has been up to.
Yeah, so in regards to living on that legacy, we've been very active in our community. So for example, we've given presentations on minority recruitment and retention strategies for large corporations, all the way to different kinds of presentations to how community leaders can support existing Hispanic-owned businesses and foster new opportunities.
Well, that's fantastic and such important work to focus on. And can you tell us more about the focus on the presentations? Maybe if somebody is interested in having one at their business, how could they get in touch with you about it?
Yes, of course. So on one of the presentations, we take a focus on the value that minority-owned businesses bring to our community and our economy at large, and what type of support these entrepreneurs need from their community leaders. So we kind of break that down and explain it a little more. And then in the other presentations, we explain the experience from my master's degree in organizational leadership to help businesses create sound strategies on the implementation of recruitment and retention of minority employees. So more so answering the question, what are employees looking for and how to attract them, but more importantly, how do I retain them in my organization?
Okay, very, very good information to be sharing in our community. So thank you so much for that, Janessa. And Nick, we're going to turn to you now. Tell us a little bit about Lulac for those who maybe haven't heard of the organization before.
Thank you. LULAC is stands for the League of United Latin American Citizens. It is the largest and oldest Hispanic-based nonprofit, nonpartisan organization in the country. And our mission is to advance the economic attainment, educational attainment, political influence, housing, health, and civil rights of Hispanic Americans in Iowa and across the country. And actually here in Iowa, we do have a state chapter with 20 councils, including Muscatine, where I am from.
Yes, and I was going to say, we're talking specifically about Muscatine too. What have you all been working on with your chapter of Lulac?
Yeah, so we've been working on a lot of things. It's been different due to the pandemic. So as far as pandemic response, we have been helping folks in the community get important information out there, as we were seeing a lot of cultural and language barriers in the community and in the workplace. We've been working on raising funds for our scholarship program. We are seeing gaps in the educational attainment in our high school and folks who want to go to college. So even though there's a pandemic, there's been challenges, we are still fundraising in our scholarship program. Is still going strong. And the other thing is civic engagement. We want to make sure folks are engaged civically. They know all the information that they need to know when they are going to vote or they want to go to the city council meetings, etc. It's been really challenging, but we are getting through it and we're getting it done.
Well, good to hear. Keep getting through it, keep getting it done. And lastly, anything that people can look forward to with what you all having going on in Muscatine?
Yeah, so this year we are getting ready to actually start handing out our applications, going through the application process. Another thing that we are working on, we are going to do a series of book events. This year we are starting with an author who is from West Liberty, Iowa in Muscatine County. His name is Chewy Retnaria, and he just actually came out with published a book about his life in Iowa. So I highly recommend folks go out there and read that. That event is next Wednesday on the 16th at Muscatine Community College. And another thing that we got coming up is we want to do more work with the Greater Quad City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. As far as an economic impact, we are seeing a lot of opportunity for the community to expand and raise the tide for the entire community. So we want to make sure that we bring all those great resources from the chamber to the community and make that connection.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Now, again, this segment was sponsored by the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and you can find out some more information about them and everything they have going on at gqchcc.com. And we will also have that information posted over on our website, too, at ourquadcities.com.